Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today I want to talk to you about the difference between building a career and creating a legacy. A career is what you do. A legacy is what you leave behind. A career is about success. A legacy is about significance. Let me tell you something, life is not about clocking in, climbing the corporate ladder, or chasing paychecks. It's about purpose. It's about impact. It's about the mark you leave on this world long after you're gone. So, how do we build a legacy and not just a career? Start with purpose. Your career may begin with ambition, but your legacy starts with intention. What drives you? What wakes you up in the morning? These questions are simple yet profound because they get to the heart of why you do what you do. Too many of us are caught up in the race for titles, salaries, and accolades. We measure success by the size of our paychecks or the status of our jobs. But let me tell you something, those things are fleeting. They may satisfy for a moment, but they can never sustain you for a lifetime. Purpose, on the other hand, is eternal. It's the guiding star that leads you through the storm. It's the thing that pulls you forward when life tries to pull you down. Purpose is the foundation of your legacy because it forces you to think beyond yourself. It's not about what you can get, but what you can give. Let's take a moment to break this down. Purpose isn't just a fancy word for passion. Passion is important. Yes, it's the spark that gets you going. But purpose is deeper. Purpose is the fuel that keeps you going when the spark fades. Passion can excite you for a season, but purpose sustains you through a lifetime. Purpose gives meaning to your work. It transforms a job into a calling. If your career is the what of your life, purpose is the why. Why do you do what you do? Is it just to pay bills and climb the ladder? Or is it to make a difference, to bring value to others, to leave this world a little better than you found it? When you live with purpose, everything changes. Your work is no longer about the tasks on your to-do list. It's about the impact of those tasks. You stop counting the hours and start making the hours count. You don't just show up, you show up with intention, with a sense of responsibility, with a heart that says, I'm here to make a difference. And here's the beauty of it, when you live with purpose, you don't need to chase success. Success will chase you. Because purpose aligns you with your true potential, it sharpens your focus. It energizes your spirit, and it makes you unstoppable. But let me be clear, discovering your purpose isn't always easy. It's not something that falls into your lap one day. It takes reflection, patience, and sometimes even struggle. Often purpose reveals itself in the quiet moments when you're honest with yourself about what truly matters. Ask yourself, what breaks your heart? What excites your soul? What problem in the world keeps you up at night? These questions point you toward your purpose. Purpose doesn't have to be grand. It doesn't mean you have to change the world overnight. Sometimes purpose is as simple as showing up for your family, helping a neighbor, or mentoring a young person who needs guidance. Purpose isn't about scale, it's about sincerity. And let's not forget, purpose evolves. The purpose you have today might not be the same 10 years from now, and that's okay. The key is to stay connected to your core, to keep asking the hard questions, and to remain open to growth. When you live a life of purpose, you're not just building a career, you're creating a foundation for your legacy. Careers come and go, but a life lived with purpose will leave an impact that echoes for generations. So find your purpose, hold on to it, and let it guide you in all that you do. Because when you start with purpose, you don't just succeed, you matter. And that is the essence of a legacy. Lift others as you climb. If there is one truth about building a legacy, it's this: you cannot do it alone. A legacy isn't just about what you achieve for yourself, it's about the lives you touch along the way. The measure of a truly great person is not how far they've climbed, but how many people they've helped climb alongside them. In the pursuit of success, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking only about yourself, your goals, your dreams, your progress. But let me tell you something, a career built on selfish ambition may reach great heights, but it will crumble when you're gone. A legacy, however, is built by lifting others, and it will stand long after you're no longer here to see it. So how do you lift others you climb? 1, share your knowledge. Knowledge is not meant to be hoarded. It's meant to be shared. Think about the lessons you've learned, the skills you've developed, and the experiences that have shaped you. They are treasures, but they aren't meant to stay locked up inside of you. When you mentor someone, when you teach them what you know, you're planting seeds that can grow into something extraordinary. Remember this, no one succeeds entirely on their own. Somewhere along the way, someone gave you advice, opened a door, or believed in you when no one else did. Be that person for someone else. When you pour into others, you multiply your impact. 2, create opportunities. Lifting others isn't just about words, it's about actions. If you have the ability to open a door for someone, open it. If you can connect someone to a resource, a job, or a mentor, do it. Creating opportunities for others doesn't diminish your success, it amplifies it. A rising tide lifts all boats. When you create opportunities for others, you're not just helping them, you're contributing to a culture of generosity and collaboration. That kind of culture has a way of coming back around. 3, celebrate others' success. Lifting others means celebrating their victories, even when they surpass your own. This takes humility, but it also takes strength. Too often we see others as competition rather than collaborators. But the truth is, someone else's success doesn't diminish yours. When you cheer for others, you build relationships based on trust and respect. You also show that you're confident enough in your own journey to lift someone else up without fear. That's the kind of leadership people remember. 4, be a source of encouragement. Words have power. A simple "I believe in you" can change the trajectory of someone's life. You never know what someone is going through or how much they need to hear that they are seen, valued, and capable. Encouragement doesn't cost a thing, but it can mean everything to someone who's struggling. Be relentless in excellence. If you want to leave a legacy, not just a career, you must commit yourself to excellence. Not mediocrity, not good enough. Excellence, because excellence isn't just what you do, it's how you do it. It's the standard you set for yourself and the mark you leave on the world. Excellence is about showing up every single day with a mindset that says, I will give my absolute best no matter what. Excellence is a habit. Let's start with this truth. Excellence is not a one-time event. It's not about having one great moment or completing one big project. Excellence is a habit. It's what you repeatedly do. It's in the small, consistent actions that add up to something extraordinary. Do you show up prepared? Do you pay attention to the details? Do you finish what you start even when it's hard? Excellence is about discipline. It's about holding yourself accountable to the highest standard even when no one else is watching. Aristotle once said, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act but a habit. This means you can't turn excellence on and off like a switch. You have to live it every day and in every decision and every action. The difference between success and excellent success is about achieving goals. Excellence is about the process of how you achieve them. Success might win you awards, but excellence earns you respect. Success is temporary, excellence is timeless. When you focus on success alone, you're chasing results. But when you focus on excellence, the results take care of themselves. And here's the thing, people may not always remember what you achieved, but they will always remember how you achieved it. Did you cut corners or did you put in the work? Did you compromise your values or did you stay true to your principles? Excellence is not perfection. Let me say that again, excellence is not perfection. Perfection is unrealistic and unattainable. Excellence, on the other hand, is about doing the best you can with what you have wherever you are. It's about striving to improve every single day. Excellence demands relentlessness. The path to excellence isn't easy. It's not for the faint of heart. It demands effort, persistence, and resilience. You will face obstacles. You will experience setbacks. You will make mistakes. But here's the key. Don't let those moments define you. Learn from them, grow from them, and keep moving forward. Being relentless in excellence means showing up even when you don't feel like it. It means doing the hard work when no one is watching and refusing to settle for anything less than your best. Excellence inspires others. Excellence is contagious. When you hold yourself to a high standard, you inspire others to do the same. People notice when you go the extra mile, when you pay attention to the details, and when you deliver quality work. Your excellence sets the tone for your team, your organization, and even your community. By being relentless in excellence, you're not just building your own reputation, you're influencing the culture around you. You're showing others what's possible when you commit to doing things the right way. Leave a legacy of excellence. When you're gone, your legacy won't be the titles you held or the money you earned. It will be the impact of your work, the quality of your contributions, and the example you set. Excellence leaves a trail. It creates a ripple effect that can last for generations. So ask yourself, are you showing up with excellence every day? Are you taking pride in your work, no matter how big or small the task? Are you setting a standard that others will want to follow? Because when you choose excellence, you're not just building a career, you're building a legacy that will inspire, endure, and make the world better long after you're gone. Be relentless in your pursuit of excellence, and you will leave a mark that time cannot erase. Stand for something if you want to build a legacy, not just a career. You must stand for something. What does that mean? It means living by your values, holding firm to your principles, and standing up for what you believe in, even when it's inconvenient, unpopular, difficult. A career can be defined by accomplishments, but a legacy is defined by character. What do you believe in? Let me ask you a question. What do you believe in? Not what do you say you believe in when it's easy or when everyone agrees, but what do you truly stand for when the pressure is on? Your beliefs are the foundation of your legacy. They guide your decisions, shape your actions, and influence how others remember you. Standing for something means having a clear sense of your values. It's about knowing what matters most to you and refusing to compromise those principles no matter what. Honesty, integrity, kindness, justice, these are the kinds of values that transcend time and circumstance. Standing firm requires courage. Let's be real, standing for something isn't always easy. There will be times when doing the right thing feels like the hardest thing. Times when you're tempted to take the easy way out, to stay silent, or to go along with the crowd. But here's the truth, legacies aren't built on convenience. They're built on courage. Courage doesn't mean you're never afraid. It means you act in spite of your fear. It means speaking up when something isn't right. Even if your voice shakes, it means being true to yourself, even when others doubt or criticize you. Courage is what separates those who make a lasting impact from those who simply follow the path of least resistance. Your actions speak louder than words. It's one thing to say you stand for something, it's another to live it out. Your actions are the true measure of your values. People will forget what you say, but they will never forget what you do. Do you treat others with respect regardless of their status? Do you take responsibility for your mistakes? Do you fight for fairness and equality, even when it doesn't benefit you directly? These are the kinds of actions that define a legacy. When you stand for something, you become a person of consistency. People know what to expect from you. They trust you because they see that your words align with your actions. That trust is the foundation of influence, and influence is the cornerstone of legacy. Stand for others, not just yourself. Standing for something isn't just about your personal values, it's also about standing up for others. Whose voices are you amplifying? Whose struggles are you helping to ease? The greatest legacies are built by those who fight for causes bigger than themselves. Martin Luther King Jr. stood for justice. Mother Teresa stood for compassion. These legacies endure not because of what these individuals gained, but because of what they gave out. When you stand for others, you create ripples of change that can reach far beyond your own lifetime. You show the world that principles like empathy, fairness, and courage still matter at the cost of compromise. Now let's talk about compromise. Compromise is often necessary in life, but compromising your values is a price that's too high to pay. A career built on shortcuts, deceit, or betrayal of your principles may bring temporary rewards, but it will never lead to lasting fulfillment or respect. When you compromise what you stand for, you chip away at the very foundation of your legacy. Don't let the pursuit of success tempt you to lose sight of who you are. Your legacy is in your convictions. At the end of your life, people won't remember you for how much money you made or how many awards you won. They will remember you for what you stood for and the courage you showed in standing firm. So ask yourself, what do I stand for? What values guide my life? And am I living in a way that reflects those values every single day? Because you stand for something, you don't just leave a career behind, you leave a legacy. A legacy that inspires others to be brave, to be principled, and to stand for something. Be grateful. Always gratitude is one of the simplest yet most powerful tools for building a legacy that goes beyond your career. Why? Because gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have. It reminds you of the people, experiences, and opportunities that have shaped your journey. Gratitude doesn't just enrich your life, it enriches the lives of those around you. Gratitude grounds you in the hustle for success. It's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. You may get caught up in chasing the next promotion, the next paycheck, or the next goal. But gratitude grounds you. It keeps you connected to the present moment and helps you appreciate the blessings you've already received. When you practice gratitude, you start to see your challenges as opportunities for growth. You recognize the lessons hidden in your struggles and the beauty in the ordinary. Gratitude shifts your perspective, making you more resilient and optimistic. Gratitude fuels relationships. No legacy is built in isolation. The relationships you form along the way, your family, friends, mentors, colleagues, and even strangers, and the threads that weave the fabric of your life. Gratitude strengthens these connections. When you express genuine appreciation to others, you build trust and goodwill. A simple thank you can mean more than you realize. It shows people that you see them, value them, and acknowledge their contributions to your life. Think about the people who have helped you get where you are today. Maybe it was a teacher who believed in you, a mentor who guided you, or a friend who encouraged you when you're ready to give up. Have you thanked them? Gratitude is a way of honoring those who have played a role in your journey. Gratitude inspires generosity. Grateful people are generous people. When you acknowledge the abundance in your life, you feel inspired to give back. Gratitude opens your heart and motivates you to share your time, resources, and wisdom with others. Generosity doesn't always mean grand gestures. Sometimes it's the little things, a kind word, a helping hand, or simply listening when someone needs to be heard. These small acts of kindness can have a ripple effect, touching more lives than you realize. Gratitude builds a positive legacy. When you live with gratitude, you leave a legacy of kindness and humility. People won't remember every achievement or award, but they will remember how you made them feel. Did you uplift them? Did you acknowledge their worth? Did you leave them better than you found them? Gratitude also makes your journey more meaningful. It reminds you that success isn't just about reaching the top, it's about appreciating the climb and the people who climb with you. Practice gratitude daily. Gratitude isn't a one-time thing. It's a daily practice. Start by reflecting on what you're thankful for each morning or evening. Write it down if you can. Say thank you often and mean it. Make it a habit to notice the good in your life, no matter how small. Gratitude changes everything. It changes your perspective, your relationships, and ultimately your legacy. When you choose to live with gratitude, you don't just leave a career behind, you leave a life well lived. Remember, it's bigger than you. One of the most profound truths about building a legacy is this: it's not about you. While a career may center on your goals, accomplishments, and personal ambitions, a legacy is rooted in the impact you leave on others and the world. A legacy is what remains when the spotlight fades and your name becomes a memory. It's about the seeds you plant, the lives you touch, and the contributions you make to something greater than yourself. The power of perspective: when you focus solely on yourself, your perspective narrows. Success becomes a checklist of personal achievements, a promotion, a new title, a bigger paycheck. While these milestones may bring satisfaction, they are temporary. A career is finite, but a legacy transcends time. When you realize that your life is part of a larger story, everything changes. You begin to see how your actions ripple outward, affecting your family, community, and even future generations. This perspective shifts your priorities. Instead of asking, what can I achieve? You start asking, what can I contribute? Planting seeds for the future. A legacy isn't built overnight. It's the result of small, consistent actions taken with the intention of creating a lasting impact. Think about the seeds you're planting today. Are they seeds of kindness, generosity, and wisdom? Or are they seeds of selfishness, indifference, or short-term thinking? Every decision you make has the potential to create ripples. When you mentor a young person, advocate for a cause, or show kindness to someone in need, you're planting seeds that may grow into something extraordinary. You may never see the full impact of these actions, but that's the beauty of legacy. It's not about immediate rewards. It's about trusting that the good you do today will bear fruit in the future. Build for generations, not just yourself. A true legacy benefits others, especially those who come after you. This could mean creating opportunities for the next generation, leaving behind a business or institution that serves the community, or simply instilling values in your children and loved ones. Think about the people whose legacies have shaped your life. Maybe it was a grandparent who taught you the value of hard work, a teacher who inspired your curiosity, or a leader who fought for a cause that changed the world. These individuals didn't just think about their own lives, they thought about the lives they could touch, directly or indirectly. Serve a greater purpose. A legacy is rooted in service. It's about contributing to something bigger than yourself, whether that's your family, your community, your faith, or whole. When you serve a greater purpose, you tap into a source of fulfillment that no personal achievement can match. Service doesn't have to be grand or public. It could be as simple as being a reliable friend, a supportive parent, or a compassionate leader. What matters is that your life is aligned with values that uplift others and create a positive impact. Ask the right questions to build a legacy bigger than yourself. You must ask yourself meaningful questions. What do I want to be remembered for? How am I using my talents to serve others? What am I doing today that will make a difference tomorrow? Reflecting on these questions helps you live intentionally and ensures that your efforts align with the legacy you want to leave behind. Final thoughts: your career is about what you do, but your legacy is about what you give. It's about the lives you touch, the values you uphold, and the contributions you make to a world that is bigger than you. When you embrace this mindset, you begin to live not just for yourself, but for others, and that's where true greatness lies. Because at the end of the day, the greatest legacies are not about personal success, they are about collective progress and the lasting good you bring into the world. At last, I want to say that. A call to build something that lasts you. What will you leave behind when your time here is done? Will people remember you for the titles you held or the difference you made? Will they talk about the career you built or the lives you impacted? Building a legacy is not about perfection, it's about intention. It's about starting with purpose, lifting others as you climb, committing to excellence, standing for what's right, living with gratitude, and remembering that it's always bigger than you.